In a poll found on debate.org, it states that 84% say yes to teens being allowed to obtain birth control without parental consent, and 16% say no. Teen girls should be allowed to get birth control without a parent's permission because, for starters, it reduces the number of teen pregnancies. Teens have a safer home, and it shows teens are responsible. According to this article, some basic truths about teen sex: teens are less likely to use a condom properly. Condom slippage and leakage is higher in younger users, and only 38.9% will use a condom. This is reducing the chance of getting pregnant. Many teens are afraid of being disowned when parents find out that they are having sex. Most teens don't want their parents to find out that they are having sex. Most teen parents will say no to having sex. Most teens are mature enough to take precaution towards having safer sex. They are smart enough to think ahead and get the birth control. Though many teens were scared to go to a parent and prefer getting it on their own, the writer of Birth Control, Axis Erks, points out that the family planning groups say that notifying parents would rip away traditional confidentiality of the program. If someone is absolutely set on having sex, nothing is going to change that. But knowing that you have someone to go to, and knowing that you are being safe, like if you are a parent, knowing that your child took this big step, like took this big responsibility and made it their responsibility to get this contraception, that would make me feel like, trust them more. It would make me feel like they knew what they were doing, and that everything would be under control. The problem with needing parental consent is that it's very awkward and it's a very scary topic for young people to talk to their parents about. I, for one, know that is the truth. They would probably rather have sex without birth control than to talk to their parents about it, and that is really, really sad. By allowing teens to obtain birth control without parental consent, it allows for a greater chance of kids actually using it, since they won't have to face and talk to their parents about it. And what if their parents say no? It's not going to stop them from having sex, but they will not be safe as they can be. If you went up to your parents, if you knew your parent would not approve of this, you wouldn't even go and ask. You would just do it, because if that's what you wanted to do, that's what you would do. A lot of young girls use birth control for other things, like controlling their period. Periods are a pain, and birth control helps that. I think having birth control without parent permission, if your parents don't trust you enough to believe that you're using it for your period, then that's them. Trust your children. Because if you are a mother and you know what a period feels like, you would agree with this. You would think that it was a good idea. Teenage girl wants to have sex, it's her choice, and no one can make that choice. It is also her choice to, if she feels like she wants to get the birth control and she wants to be safer about having sex. I know going into doctor's offices, period, with your parents and having them to sit in the room if you're at a young age, and having them to sit in the room with you while you're getting examined, and the doctor asks you, are you sexually active? It's an awkward topic to talk about with parents, and that's why I feel like your parents sat down, and while they were having the birds and the bees talk, that they would bring up this idea of birth control. I know girls who are like 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, in that age range, and their parents have them on birth control. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them being on something like a patch or something that has to be inserted. Not so sure about one of those, but maybe like the shot, or the pills. The pills are kind of iffy too, where being that, you know, they are young and they tend to forget to take medicine or don't like to take medicine. So I would go for something more so like the shot, or something a little more simpler than having something inserted in you at such a young age. But I do believe that this topic is very, very common and should definitely be considered as far as minors being able to to purchase or to obtain birth control. I think it's very important that young people my age, stay aware, because there's just so much going on in the world and so many things out there, and it's just a very, very safe and a very, very, very important decision, being you and knowing how your body is. So thank you.